Hello and welcome to Dickinson Park for this Centennial semifinal clash between Swarthmore Garnets and Dickinson Red Devils. Harry, how are we feeling today?
Ben, we are ecstatic. There's electric, it is a white out here, and oh boy, are we ready.
Yeah, I'm Ben Gerwich, joined by Harry Weiss, and a lot of excitement for this game for the Dickinson. You know, there maybe some issues coming off a bye that they could be a little cold, while of course Swarthmore coming off a nice 4-0 victory, so they should be rearing to go.
Yeah, I mean, we talked about it earlier in our pregame and, discussion. What is that extra time of rest going to do for the Red Devils? I think in this case, if there's any little nagging injuries, any little fatigue, I think it's good to get that little rest going up, get some extra film, watch how their opponents play in the quarterfinals, and then come into this game ready to roll.
Yeah, it's a long season. They play a lot of games and in a short period of time, so I think definitely some rest could play as advantages, but of course, that's not to say that winning a game 4-0 is anything like a disadvantage.
Yeah, exactly. I think it's important to point out that last time these two teams played, Dickinson won 2-1. Red Devils are up 2 going into half. And then conceded a 1 goal in the second half with about 10 minutes into that second half. So I feel like for them to win this game again, they have to be going full time, low intensity entire game. Don't let down. And we watched that game, and it was a lot of it was really evenly played. It wasn't really like a set, that was a side that was better than the other. It was a really good game, so I hope we do that again tonight.
Yeah, I'm not really sure if there's much to take from that game, except for the fact that it's two even teams. It definitely, Dickinson, they got the 2-1 victory, but it wasn't a total, dominating performance from Dickinson. It was a tight game, and of course, Meg Tate, the Dickinson senior striker captain, scoring both goals. So it was, definitely not a game that Dickinson totally dominated. It was a good midfield battle, a lot of tight challenges, and I think I'm ready to expect more of the same tonight.
Yeah, I mean, you look at these two teams' records in the conference. Dickinson is 6-2-2, and Swarthmore was 6-3-1. So these two teams are very good, very overall. They're really good. And I think, as you said, the midfield, I think that's where this game's going to be decided tonight. I think if you look at the midfield, if they can get the ball up to Meg Tate, or Swarthmore can get the ball up across the field, then I think they could be in trouble. But I think the midfield will decide this factor tonight.
Yeah, obviously a bit of a bittersweet moment for a lot of these players because, of course, they have the chance of making a Centennial Conference Championship, but of course, this could be the last game for many seniors. For the Dickinson side, Charlotte Glancy, Meg Tate, of course, who's been so key for so many years for this Dickinson side, Jessica Kiefer, who's, super senior now, Sarah Hughes and Lauren Bracken, basically the whole back line except for Emily Dunkel, all seniors. So a lot of players potentially playing their last game. And for Swarthmore, similar how you got Alice Onyango, Opio, in playing her, could be a last game. You got Megan Ruoff, could be playing her last game, as well as Nick De Machado, Ako. And we're underway here as Swarthmore off to a pretty aggressive start as Sofia Kovalic forced under some early catching practice. So nice fans, we've been begging for kind of the whole year that Dickinson Park kind of gets packed, and we're seeing it here.
Yeah, I think when you host a home playoff game, obviously you're going to get a large crowd, and you love to see that.
Some nice passing here as they get the ball to Meg Tate right away. You can see Swarthmore trying to put bodies on Meg Tate. They watch the film not only from their game, but just Dickinson season in general, and a lot of the way Dickinson likes to play is through Meg Tate. Pressure being applied here. Still put on by Emma Cooney, and the ball is forced back to the goalkeeper, and it's hit out. Lillian Keller playing goalie as well as senior. Sarah Hughes now loses out on the ball. Emma Cooney double teams there, but it'll be a Swarthmore throw. As you hear the Dickinson bench early, we're going to be hearing that all game, regardless of the score. That Dickinson bench always supports their team, and it's definitely, it uplifts the players on the pitch.
No doubt. I think it's important that everyone on the team, that morale's high at all times, especially when you have on the bench support like that.
Emma Cooney presses well there and forces the ball kicked out of bounds by Karen Mazzi. Meg Tate finds Cooney, opens it up to Jessica Kiefer. Not a great first touch there, and she loses out. Now maybe a chance to counterattack for Swarthmore. Nice ball played in. Trying to get the ball through the middle. Seems overhit Lauren Bracken, trying to win the foot race with Machado Ako, and she does win out there. Kiefer with pressure on, but she stays calm and she finds the other senior captain, Glancy, who tries to find Maddie St. Amand, number 16, Maddie St. Amand, but not able to do that there. Deep throw and played now. Sarah Hughes gets beat a little. Good ball down the line now. Kiefer trying to get back. Ball played in the middle. Kavolich bouncing around, and it'll be a corner kick there.
I mean, that's the second time. I think Kavolich made the right play there, but obviously she couldn't get a full hand on the ball there. And I think that's, something to point out is the nerves could play a big factor in the first couple minutes of this game. See if the back line is calm playing those passes back there with pressure on them, because if you make up a bad pass in the defensive third, then you're really in trouble, and then you're already, not helping out your keeper.
We talked to Coach Zingman earlier in last week, I guess, and he talked about how much trust he has in his back line, especially since they're basically all seniors. So I'm sure he's not worried about them being able to kind of communicate. But that did seem like a lack of communication between Kavolich and Lauren Bracken, but I'm sure that'll change. And we're going to see an in-swinger here from the left footer. High ball played in. Header's won by Swarthmore, still bouncing around. Still bouncing, header coming in. What a header off the line. Charlotte Glancy prevented the goal there.
Well, I think on the first play there, I think Kavolich got a hand out of the bat, it back up, obviously couldn't catch it, but that ball was just, we talked about it in all the games we covered that. The most important thing is getting the ball out of the box as soon as possible, not letting it just jump around and dunk around in the box, and an amazing header out there to clear that ball out.
Yeah, Dickinson lucky to not have gone down early. It'll be another corner kick, and once again, this one's played in harder, and it's not a great ball, and it'll be a Dickinson goal kick, but a great chance early. And if it wasn't for the trusted captain, senior Charlotte Glancy, it's 1-0 to Swarthmore.
Yeah, I feel like that's the most important thing in this game is that Dickinson, on set pieces, they're calm, they're cool, they're collected, they know what to do whenever the ball comes in, they're copying all their men.
Interesting there, you see Meg Tate dropping down for the goal kick, which kind of created some space for Maddie St. Amand, not able to find her that time. Meg Tate trying to win a throw, not able to. Sarah Hughes pushing up, and she wins the ball cleanly, and maybe a chance to break now. Nice defense there from Emmy Hansard just to prevent the counterattack, but Dickinson can try to play from the back here. Hughes with a throw, finds his way to St. Amand. Some nice dribbling there, not able to keep it in though, and it'll be a Swarthmore throw. Dickinson not really getting their feet set in this first 5 minutes.
Yeah, I mean, if you notice, a lot of the plays on the outside of the half, not a lot of midfield stuff, not getting Kiefer and Cooney involved. So a lot of it's with the outside backs. I think the most important part is to get collected and try and stay organized and play the ball up the middle. Until then, you could just see a lot of chaos, a lot of back and forth efforts from each side.
Bracken wins out, and he finds Jessica Kiefer. Kiefer plays it back, and it's played up by Emily Dunkel. Meg Tate now with a decent first touch. As she keeps possession, she plays it wide to Lauren Bracken. Bracken trying to find Vasilakis, and she does find Vasilakis. Nice defense here, though. But she keeps possession, she finds Lauren Bracken again. Bracken, nice move. Can she get a ball in the middle? Trying to find Meg Tate. Still bouncing around. And it'll be a throw-in, I believe, for Dickinson. But better there on that Dickinson side. Good job from Swarthmore. Not really letting any pass in the middle, though. Meg Tate to Bracken again. She finds Vasilakis. Can she get a shot off here? She goes for the shot. And I like the idea there, but
yeah,
it's pretty easy to
I really like the shot there by Vasilakis. Obviously, from a perfect world in that spot in the box, you'd obviously love to curl one in top right. Obviously, way easier said than done. But I do love the shot there. I want to see her and Meg Tate, try and get a lot more shots. Just at this point, just keep letting them fire.
And yeah, especially the talented midfielder that she is. You're surprised to see that she got all that space. Ball played over the top, trying to find Meg Tate, and this really feels like a playoff game. Of course it is, but not necessarily sure if the fans are going to come out today. But I'm glad to see that the fans came out. You see the packed Dickinson stands, which is very nice to see, and I'm sure the players are going to feed off that energy all game.
Yeah, I mean, I can tell for sure up here in the booth that obviously I'm already feeding off it. I love it. I love the environment. Just make this place a hostile environment. Don't make it comfortable for anyone to come in. Hosting a home playoff game doesn't happen every year, and you love to see it. Nice
dribbling there as Kiefer goes to ground. Amelia Mounts, the leading goal scorer, who's on the pitch for, because the in general leading goal scorer for Swarthmore, Kim Kokenmeister, unfortunately not able to play this game, which is really disappointing. Of course, senior forward who's leading them with 10 goals in the year, and we assume it's an injury, but that's disappointing for her, I'm sure.
Yeah, we have to wonder that maybe that could have been an injury in the first quarterfinal, or if she's almost a super sub for them. But definitely noting that when your leading goal scorer isn't on the pitch for semifinal, it's definitely something that, as Dickinson, you feel a little better about because they have to, almost switch their plans up. But for the Garnets, not a good look.
Yeah. But, they'll have to pick up the slack. Nice work there from Onyango Opio. Once again, it seems like she's playing a CDM type role, number 5.
Yeah, we've seen her apply a lot of pressure on Meg Tate, at least from some of the goal kicks and some of the punts up that her and Meg Tate have been, back-to-back, body-on-body, trying to, really make her uncomfortable and, throw off that, don't want to really get ready to, trap that ball and set it with her chest.
Yeah, I won't be surprised if we see that, that number 5 very close to that number 10 of Dickinson for the game, which you can totally understand. Meg Tate is kind of the powerhouse of the Dickinson attack, which is not to say Dickinson don't have talent away, but it's just, Meg Tate's goal-scoring ability makes her threat number 1, and she's going to be circled for other teams. Glancy boots it up. Nice header there from Karen Mays. Nice work from Maddie St. Amand to keep it in. Now she can dribble on the side. Can she play a ball in the middle here? She gets it in. Nice initial clearance from Swarthmore there. Emma Cooney trying to push in. She wins the second ball. Back to St. Amand. Amand gets the ball in the middle. Goalie able to catch it there is Keller. But nice job from Dickinson. And Emma Cooney, that's one of her strengths.
Yeah, I'm glad you pointed out that Emma Cooney came in on that tackle there on Chang. And Chang went for the fake deke to try and, get Cooney off the ball and off of her. And Cooney didn't bite for it. She went right for the ball and stayed on her the whole time and applied pressure on Chang and ultimately won the ball back. And I think that if the midfield with Cooney and then St. Amand, when she drives back a little bit, they could, really dominate this game.
Cooney with a nice touch there, and she will calm it down a little and get some possession for Dickinson. Emily Dunkel, Coach Sigmund, the Dickinson coach, likes to talk about how his players can be flexible, and you see here Dunkel and Bracken, Dunkel playing center back and Bracken playing left back, Dunkel capable of playing wing back position, and you see that change of pace from Emma Cooney that she loves to do, that little drop of the shoulder to beat a defender.
Yeah, so far Marty really impressed with Cooney, and I think that it's only a matter of time until she probably gets an assist in this.
Maybe some wishful thinking. Nice ball down the line from Sarah Hughes, but good defensive work there, and able to win a Swarthmore throw is Emmy Hansard. They throw in quickly. Pressure put on from St. Amand there, and once again Lauren Bracken in the right position to step up and make the tackle. It's a good idea with the ball, but it just kind of fell in between the two Dickinson attackers there. Chance to get a head up and play a ball in, but that'll go over the top, and it'll be Dunkel. Pressure getting applied. Danny Kaufman-Sedona playing as the sole striker for Swarthmore. Bit of a underplayed pass there from Maddie St. Amand. Swarthmore building from the back here. Lauren Bracken putting pressure on, and it'll go all the way through to Emily Dunkel. Nice pressure there from Machado Acco to create a deep Dickinson throw. So 10 minutes in now, been a tight game.
Yeah, I mean, we haven't really seen any, good looks per se, clear on shot goals. Well, on shot goals, but I mean, I think that Dickinson had the better offensive looks overall, but I think it's only a matter of time till they get, a breakthrough. I
mean, yeah, no saves, but of course that chance for Swarthmore was pretty impressive. But Charlotte Glancy would like to say she had it covered the whole time, but of course that was some heroic defending. And she didn't, no need to try to, put the hand up, pull Luis Suarez. Yeah. She used her head very smartly. Nice work there. As Swarthmore able to keep the ball, Kiefer though, keeping the pressure up. Maybe Dickinson with a chance to counter here at St. Amand, but she doesn't. Let's see, looks up, can she find the run of Meg Tate? She'll keep it for now. Good pressure being put on from Hansard, but she'll get her throw in and maybe she'll take her time here and let Dickinson get some extra attackers up. And it seems that, but Emma Cooney seems pretty keen to take a quick. And it'll be Cooney again. Cooney again with a drop of the shoulder, goes down and she will get a free kick. First free kick of the game. Could be a dangerous position here on maybe an in-swinger.
Yeah, I think here you definitely have to look, for a run far in your post. It's pretty simple enough to say that you have to look for Meg Tate's head, one of the taller on the pitch, to try and get her here.
Seems like Katie Vasilakis will take this one. Not a very crowded middle for Dickinson here. Not necessarily what you'd expect from a set piece. Vasilakis plays it in. And that's going to be Lillian Keller's ball the whole way. Keller take some time here. She wants to get her players up, but now she'll roll it quickly to Karen Mays. Kiefer first one to it, and it'll be called a Swarthmore throw. Kiefer not happy with that call there. Hands her to throw it in. Sarah Hughes right on the back, and there's Kiefer once again. Cooney to a nice 1-2 with St. Amand. Now they find Meg Tate. Meg Tate, can she turn here? No, she's very comfortable with her back to goal. Nice turn from Sarah Hughes there. Once again, though, in the right position is Onyango Opio. Nice give and go there. She's going to get it down the line. Nice work from Cooney as she goes to ground, though. No foul. And it'll be a throw in for Swarthmore. Very, back and forth, just in terms of possession.
Yeah, I mean, I love to see a lot of the good passing, a little 1-2s, give and goes. Nothing out of it yet, but seeing that organization's lovely.
Nice job from Mantione there as she's trying to play it wide to Vasilakis. Good step from Georgia Mantione there. Katie Vasilakis kind of sized up her defender here, trying to take her on one-on-one. Nice defending there. You heard Coach Zingman say, "Go, Katie! Don't stop." But it seems like she trusted her ability to kind of go one-on-one with the defender there. But the defender did very well.
Yeah, I mean, you see a lot of those wingers either want to stop it and slow down and go, or they want to go right away. So seeing how they play and how the fullbacks adapt to what they do, trying to catch your mannerisms, see if watch the hips, see how they move. But definitely, if Zingman wants it, she should try and follow that.
Of course, heat of the moment, she's going to want to be able to show off her talents, which, of course, she's a very confident player. Meg Tate with a shot. And Meg Tate, will never be afraid to take a shot with her shooting ability. Why not? But that one, with pretty tough effort, not really able to size the goal up before taking it with her back to goal. Almost 15 minutes gone here. It's, very, this is the fun, tight, game, which you would expect from a conference semifinal game.
Yeah, I mean, during we watched the old broadcast when these two teams played. It was, like you said, a really even matchup. And a lot of it was decided by some quick counterattacks,
Keller slips there, but no harm done. Nice pass there. Trying to find down the wing with Sarah Hughes, but it finds its way to Abby Chang here. Chang, good ball down the wing to Sedano, excuse me. And seemed to be a little nick on Glancy there. That'll be a Dickinson free kick. Yeah, Sedano a little late to that ball, and Glancy maybe just trying to get it back as quick as she could, but commits the foul.
We talked to Zingman about his back line, and they've been really composed tonight so far, and I think that's what you love to see.
Meg Tate heads it on, and she'll get a throw in for Dickinson. But once again, right on Meg Tate was Onyango Opio wearing that armband for Swarthmore today.
Yeah, I mean, she's basically been man-marking her this entire game, and even when the little 1-2s give and goes are being played, Onyango Opio was still right there the whole time on Meg Tate's back.
Kiefer lets it go. Glancy steps up. Kiefer able to get it in the end. And Emily Dunkel now with some time on the ball, plays it forward, trying to find Meg Tate. Tate heads it on, but no one there. Seems like they were hoping for Maddie St. Amand, number 16, to make a run on that Meg Tate header, but it seemed like it would have been difficult from her starting position.
Yeah, she's a little too far to the right there, obviously, to really, catch her for that run. But I do like that look, though, because Meg Tate, usually wins those balls in the air, so if St. Amand can make that backward run, crossing the line. Nice
turn there from Emma Cooney. Once again, she just loves to take players on one-on-one. And here's Georgia Mantione. Bracken to Vasilakis. Vasilakis with a chance to turn. Bit of too big of a touch there, and once again, in the right place at the right time is Onyango Opio. Swarthmore with a chance to break here. Megan Ruoff running with the ball. No one really putting pressure on her. Sedano. Glancy just kind of uses her strength to push her off the ball. And it'll be a Dickinson throw here. Interesting there, they really just kind of let Megan Ruoff, number 10, take the space there.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's part of their tactics, stay connected. Why bring out someone out of space and out of that, that little line they have created, and, risk, a backwards run or, a crosswards run where someone's coming behind and they can't do anything about it.
Kiefer loses out there. Ruoff running in. Mantione, commits the foul. And this is a dangerous area here for Swarthmore. The clock will not stop here. 28 on the clock. Mancione a little late and kind of straight from the back. Always going to get a foul there.
Yeah, I mean, that's just one of the easiest ones to call. It's obviously not really a lovely spot. I'm not a mathematician here, Gerwich. Do you think this is about 30, 25
Yeah, you know,
yards?
it's probably,
It's
you
a
know,
shooting distance,
28,
which is
29. I think it's a little bit farther than kind of the perfect area.
Yeah.
But it's definitely, you know, I think you would prefer it if one side or the other, you can kind of curl it in or curl it out. But it's straight from the middle here, so we'll see what Oyongo Opio can pull out here. But it's tough to get it right from the middle because Kavulich has a good amount of time to kind of see it and decide which way to go. Oyongo Opio with a shot. It's a good one. Oh, and it's the brilliant goal. Alice Oyongo Opio in the 20s with 27 left in the first half with an absolute screamer in the top left corner. And Swarthmore take the lead. What a free kick.
I mean, you were talking about siding and positioning on free kicks, but what a strike by Oyongo Opio there.
Swarthmore
I mean,
goal scored by number 5, Alice Oyongo Opio.
An absolute screamer.
Yeah, an absolute rocket off her foot and top left, top ins. You couldn't ask for a better spot for her to place that free kick. And oh boy, what a start.
I mean, that's by far the best free kick goal that I've seen in my commentating career. And I think, in big stages, call for the big players to have big moments. And you see the captain, Oyongo Opio, when it mattered most, she delivered. And what a beautiful free kick. We'll see how Dickinson can respond here. And it seemed like they were kind of growing into the game a little more before that free kick.
Yeah, I mean, it seemed like both teams were kind of getting possessive of the ball and really organized. But I mean, until that free kick, I mean, obviously a bad tackle by Mancione there in a bad spot. But I mean, both teams are kind of getting more organized, and you see Dickinson's getting some more attacks and some more runs. Not a lot of better looks, but at least some more shots per se. But I mean, that's just a brutal, after playing a good couple of 15-ish minutes, brutal way to give up the first goal tonight.
Yeah, this is the first time I've seen Dickinson kind of shell-shocked. We talked about how the bench was kind of going to be loud all game, but I think even them are a little surprised to see that go in. And we're going to need them to pick the energy up again. Mancione, of course, will be disappointed in herself to commit that free kick. And, straight from the back, especially, they tell CDMs there, when you're right from the there's only one attacker and you have the back line in front of you, you don't need to make the tackle. You got to trust your back line there. But instead, she made the challenge, and really right in front of Charlotte Glancy, who I'm sure would feel good about her ability to make a tackle.
Yeah, I was going to mention that Glancy was also, right in front of the attacker at the time. She could have made, play on the ball, but obviously with Mancione coming in from behind and making the tackle, it's going to be called every day, and, just not really a smart play at the time.
Mike Tate using her body well here. Good pressure there from Swarthmore, though. Lauren Bracken finds Katie Vasilakis. Vasilakis not really able to do much there, as she's just able to kind of get it back. That's not the first time today. Ball played in. Mike Tate finds Sarah Hughes. Hughes can get a ball in the middle here. Mike Tate hits it on. Maddie St. Amand, they're not able to get it. Dickinson keeping the pressure on, though, as that ball's only as far as Hughes, who plays it back in the middle. It's a decent ball. Mike Tate jumps it, not able to get it. Vasilakis, though, first one to it. Nice pressure there from Swarthmore, as they are not able to keep possession, though.
I mean, we noticed in the first game when these two teams played that Sarah Hughes was getting really involved in a lot of crosses, a lot of through balls up in the air from her back, right back spot. And I think those are two of the better balls we've seen this whole year that she just played. And obviously, Tate couldn't get a true header on.
Nice pass to Vasilakis. Vasilakis with a bouncing shot. St. Amand not able to get a shot off right away. Good pressure there from Swarthmore, and it'll be another Dickinson deep throw and not a corner. Sarah Hughes to take. Bit of a push there, it seemed like, from St. Amand, not necessary. And now Swarthmore with a chance to break from the Dickinson press. Not really sure what St. Amand was doing there. It seemed a little unnecessary, just a little hold.
Yeah, I mean, it would be a shame if a lot of those little unnecessary kind of, tackles or little pushes would really, ruin this game for Dickinson.
Seems like they just kind of, reset a little here. But yeah, Dickinson will feel good about those chances that Sarah Hughes are getting. If the more the ball she plays in the middle, the more chance Meg Tate, gets her head on a cross. Throw in played. Nice link up there. You see, Mancione seeming to drop a little higher and move up the pitch a little after the goal. Interesting if that's a her decision or from the sideline. We definitely didn't hear anything. Glancy, putting pressure put on by Sedano, excuse me, but still a Dickinson goal kick.
Yeah, you mentioned Mancione playing up. I wouldn't be surprised if she, if not internally, wants to play up more, try and make a play from giving up the free kick there. But I also think that when you're down 1-0, you have to play more attacking in general.
Kovulic trying to find Tate. Tate trying to flick it on, but Swarthmore will be able to regain possession. Played long. Glancy heads it along. Mancione trying to find Cooney, but it's overhit. It'll be a Swarthmore throw. Hughes putting pressure on, but nice work here from Abby Chang. Nice ball played down the line. Cooney, though, first one to it. Oh, but kept in. And linesman said it was not kept in. It'll be a Dickinson throw. A lot of attacking talent on the pitch for Dickinson. Of course, Cooney and Vasilakis and Saint Amand, all kind of really, you think of them as the creators, the dribblers, who, of course, are trying to look for the end product with Meg Tate. So we'll see if they can kind of get unlocked a little more here. Nice ball in. Sedano with space. Chance to open up. Bracken finds Sarah Hughes. Hughes clears it. Kept in, though. Nice passing in from Swarthmore. Kiefer a little late to that. Nice 1-2. Dunkel able to clear. Meg Tate loses out there. And a little bit of push there. No foul given. Seemed like that was going to be a Swarthmore ball regardless, so maybe that played into the ref's decision making. Good pressure played in from Bracken. You hear Coach Zingman kind of hoping for Jessica Kiefer there to calm down because they're seeing a little bit of Dickinson winning the ball and right away just kind of clearing it right back to Swarthmore, and of course that's not what they want to do.
Yeah, I mean the last 2 minutes of the play, it's been Swarthmore's been dominating. They haven't really gotten a shot off per se, but they've been in full control of the ball, and the Red Devils haven't had anything going for them.
Let's see if they can play from the back here. Sarah Hughes, good pressure on from Sedano. Play it forward to Meg Tate. Tate with 3 on her. Does a great job there to find Cooney, but not able to find Maddie St. Amand there. Ball played over the top, and that'll be no problem for Sofia Kovulic just to claim.
I think what's been the real killer for the Dickinson attack so far is that they haven't gotten that final ball through, that final pass on to their to Meg Tate or Maddie St. Amand making that run up there. They're getting all of these good looks with Cooney and Mancione in the midfield and Vasilakis, but they haven't really gotten a straight through ball per se with a good look.
There's the shot from distance, and Kovulic will have no problem with that. Abby Chang trusting her luck from far. Yeah, and thinking about Meg Tate, it seems like she's had to receive the ball a lot of times away from goal or back to goal, and of course you want her to either to receive the ball with a chance on a shot on target, but of course she's always going to be dropping back, trying to get involved in Dickinson attack.
Yeah, the most important thing is that when she drops back, it creates more space behind her for Vasilakis or Saint Amand, whichever forward on the side she's on, to make a run behind, which can help Cooney unlock that style play that they want to try and get that through ball over the top, or use Sarah Hughes as a fullback and try and get a ball over the top in the air.
Sometimes we see Vasilakis kind of playing more that center role, kind of right under Tate, but now it seems like she's playing the more, it's more of like a 4-2-3-1 here with kind of Tate in the middle, with Saint Amand on the right and Cooney and Vasilakis on the left. So interesting to see if Zingman will consider doing any tweaks for the second half just to get her attacking players in better positions. Dickinson really hoping for kind of to creating a mistake, which Swarthmore don't really seem like they're going to do. They've played a very nice and composed game.
Yeah, I mean, I think it starts with, Onyango Pio in that midfield, in that CDM role, how she's, kind of controlled Meg Tate this entire game, not really letting her get any, sort of breath of air, trying to, relax, just had a man on her the entire game, and I think that this back
nice
line
turn there.
Connected.
Mancione trying to get back. Charlie Glancy, first one to that. Ball played in again, and that'll go out for a Dickinson goal kick. Under 20 to go in this first half. You got to say Swarthmore have been the better side, before the goal, it seemed to kind of be tensing up, but I think after the goal, Dickinson playing a little maybe tamer, a little. There seems to be maybe a bit of fear in the way they're playing. They're not maybe a little tight.
Yeah, I think definitely before the goal was a little bit more even, but I think you could tell that one of the sides was going to break through at one point. And I think that after the goal, I mean, you haven't really seen the Red Devils play connected, organized at all, and that's just not a format to win. And I don't see them getting one back until they get some passes down 1-2 and make some runs.
Yeah, it seems like if they're just kind of relying on a mistake from Swarthmore to create an attack, it could be a rough day on goal. But a chance here to open up. Mancione finds Bracken. Can she get a ball in the middle here? Bracken trying to take it to the byline. Nice defense there. I believe that was number 30, Senna Meath there, who prevented Bracken from taking that wide. And we're going to see the first sub of the game. It'll be number 9, Ali Zatelli, for number 10, Megan Ruoff, who created the free kick opportunity as she was dribbling fearlessly at the Dickinson back line and was chopped from the back.
Yeah, I mean, you saw Ruoff made those really strong, just fearless runs up the middle, and the second time she got the free kick. And I think that the Dickinson defense just hasn't really stayed calm, at least since the goal. And I think that until they get more organized, from top to bottom in each third, it's not looking good.
You hear Coach Zingman yelling at his two wingers to get closer to McTate, because of course when she wins that first header, they want a chance to be made, but that ball overplayed, as it'll be a Swarthmore goal kick once again.
Yeah, I mean, you saw when McTate won the one header earlier that St. Amand didn't make the run that they either wanted to or didn't make the right run, and if she, when Tate won that header, St. Amand would have had daylight ahead of her, green grass to run and try and get a shot on goal. And I think that that's the most important part, and I like that Zingman's really calling them out for that, because if Tate wins those headers, which she usually does, they have a clear shot or a clear lane to the goal there.
Bit of a push there by St. Amand, and Dickinson. Dickinson, yes, will concede a free kick. Swarthmore taking their time here, as now they play it up. Glancy first one to it, but second ball won by Onyango Opio, who keeps it. Still Opio. Congo Opio. Bracken trying to put pressure on down the line here. Nice turn there, but Lauren Bracken stays with it, and a little slip there, and now Bracken able to take it away. Plays it forward to Meg Tate. Tate, nice defense there, as Tate is really being, just a body being putting her kind of every time, preventing her from kind of breaking free. Nice ball down the wing, and Hansford able to keep it in. Kiever putting pressure right on her. Nice work from Cooney there. Glancy once again plays it forward to Meg Tate, and it's a tough task for Meg Tate, and we're gonna see 2 subs for Dickinson and 1 for Swarthmore. We'll see. Oh, Kim Kockenmeister coming into the game for Swarthmore, so no injury. So interesting to see what happened. I'd love to hear maybe from the coach to see what his thought process was there, because the senior leading the goal, but 3 more goals than Amelia Mounts, who has 7. So by far the leading goal scorer, yet not getting the start. So interesting to see what the reasoning for that was. Dickinson also making some changes, as we see Sarah Cudmore on the pitch, as well as Ali Charnas. And right away is Cudmore, who finds Meg Tate, and now she's trying to provide some help for her on the wing. Tate, though, will keep it for now. Still Tate, as she's trying to find Charnas down the wing. Goalkeeper a little late to go out there, but then Keller is able to claim. But nice to see the 2 attackers who are subbed on, trying to make an early impact. So 2 attackers came on for Maddie St. Amand and Katie Vasilakis.
Yeah, I think it's also important to point out that Kockenmeister's on the field now. I think that when that leading goal scorer, you have to imagine she could be almost a form of super sub or kind of rehabbing from a nagging injury. But now she's on the pitch, definitely adds a new threat for that guard of attack.
Yeah, definitely just surprising. I'm sure that that coach has an idea for for his team, but just a little surprising not seeing his leading scorer on the pitch to start the game. Dunkel plays it forward, but only as far as the Swarthmore back line. Ball only as far as Sarah Hughes. And McCooney now with a chance to... As it's a misplayed pass, but Charlotte Glancy recovers. Kiefer now takes her time and turns. Cooney trying to take on a defender, but nice work there. Sarah Hughes plays it up, but just two defenders right on Meg Tate, so it seems like not going to be able to do much there. Kiefer now. Just Dickinson really struggling to get that ball from the midfield to the attack, and it really seems like it's stemming from the issue of just trying to play through Meg Tate when she is really getting defended very well. Overhit ball.
Yeah, I mean, you saw Cooney there. She had Cudmore on the wing here and then Tate on more of the central role, and she passed backwards, and it was a bad pass. It was intercepted by Swarthmore. I think that, you know, when they're applying pressure to both Cudmore and Tate on those, you know, those two passing windows, there's nowhere for Cooney to go, which forces her to go back, and obviously, you know, she made a bad pass. But if they can't, you know, get the ball moved up the field, this is not going to be, you know, it's going to be a real struggle for Dickinson to try to get an attack going, because they're only trying to work through Tate, and if they can't get these other windows, that's not good.
Dickinson trying to play from the back here. You know, there has been some success for Lauren Bracken and Sarah Hughes, especially Bracken, it seems like, on that wing from that left back in position to kind of getting some space high over the pitch. So we'll see if they can maybe exploit that a little more in the second half. Ball played in. Dunkel, first one to it, as she'll just give Swarthmore the throw-in. You see Coach Zingman there telling Meg Tate to stay up. You know, I think it's just kind of her tendency to kind of try to drop back in and help Dickinson attack earlier in the process, but I think Zingman's hoping that she can be more part of the final product.
Yeah, I think she feels like she almost has to try and be more of an asset, you know, try and be closer to the, you know, the midfielders to try and get that ball.
Ball put down the wing, but Glancy with a nice step as she'll play it up, but again, only as far as the Swarthmore. Free kick. Throw-in, excuse me. Another sub here. You see number 16, Maria Lee, coming on the pitch for, I believe, Abby Chang. So they're taking some time here on the throw. Played up. Good pressure on. Sarah Hughes wins the ball. Finds Glancy. We'll see if Glancy can get some possession here, so let's boot it out. Kept in nicely from Sarah Hughes there. Oh, and linesman said it was out. So an attacking throw here for Swarthmore. Played up. Kiefer putting pressure on, but nice dribbling here. Glancy puts an end to that attack, but nice dribbling there from Ali Zatelli, looking lively. Sarah Hughes working down the wing, and she'll win Dickinson a goal kick. Under almost 10 to go here in this first half, and you got to say Swarthmore doing a very nice job of kind of keeping Dickinson attack at bay, whether it's kind of keeping the ball for long periods of time or just when Dickinson having the ball, forcing them back and making it tough for them to move up the pitch.
Yeah, ever since that first goal, I mean, the Dickinson attack has kind of been non-existent in the sense they haven't really found any passing lanes and gotten really any through balls to find anyone open.
Meg Tate here, but she's all alone. As not for the first time, as Tate wins the ball in the midfield, but not much help there. Jessica Kiefer takes her time and finds Charlotte Glancy. To Sarah Hughes now. Little triangle play from Dickinson here as now they try to switch it. Kiefer. Emily Dunkel. Dickinson gaining some possession here, which will, you know, please Zingman. You see Swarthmore trying to push up now. Cooney with a bit of too big of a touch, and Glancy with some defending to do on Kokenmeister. Nice pressure put on there, and it'll just be cleared out from Emily Dunkel. And we'll see another sub. Isabella Erla, excuse me, coming on the pitch, and Dickinson they're about to make a sub, but no changes yet. Sarah Hughes once again wins the ball for throw and finds Glancy. Emma Cooney Cooney trying to take on defenders, but you've yet to see her really do that, the patented run through the middle and then, play in one of her attackers. Meg Tate once again heads it long, but no one behind her.
It certainly doesn't help for Cooney because she hasn't really had the opportunity to do so since that first goal. Dickinson has been all out of shape and all out of sorts in the midfield, and that starts, kind of with her in the sense that she hasn't really been able to. You start taking two of those little bad touches, trying to turn open to the midfield with the Swarthmore player right on her back, and then she lost the ball. And you haven't really seen that midfield been, with Kiefer trying to stay connected so far since that goal.
Ball played in. First header won by Swarthmore. Ali Charnas, though, will force a Dickinson. Will win a Dickinson throw. We'll see two more subs now. Senior Callie Fletcher coming on the pitch, as well as Lexi Green for the senior Jessica Kiefer. And it'll be Georgia Mancione coming off the pitch as well. Lauren Bracken will play out the newly subbed on Lexi Green. Glancy with some space here. Plays it forward to Lauren Bracken, who as well has some space. Fletcher back to Bracken. Plays it forward, trying to find Tate, but once again, right place. And wins the second ball, too. Very impressive from Onyango Opio. But Dickinson, maybe a better spell here with almost 7 to go. Able to kind of keep the ball in the Swarthmore half at least, but
yeah, that was
nothing
one of
near
the
the goal.
first times we've seen him really be able to calm down and move the ball through the back. Obviously, you saw Dunkel trying to find Glancy up top and Bracken on the side.
I'm surprised to not see Glancy move up the pitch because they're, it seems like Swarthmore have dropped back, which I don't really see. And there seemed to be a little trip there, and Dickinson will win the. I'm surprised here because Swarthmore seemed to kind of have control of this match. They were keeping Dickinson high, but maybe it's some fatigue at the end of this first half. For some reason, they seem to kind of let off this press and give Dickinson some more time on the ball.
I mean, fatigue definitely could be an issue, but I definitely think that once the second you kind of let go of the pressure, Dickinson finally has an attack now. They're trying to get more, and they're finally getting some more opportunities.
Bracken will play it in. Meg Tate heads it on. Not much happening there. Lexi Green touches it, but a chance for Swarthmore here. Nice pass there, but next pass is overhit and Dunkel. Nice job to calm it down to Lauren Bracken. Bracken trying to find Tate. It's a good ball. Meg Tate now with a room to run. Here's Meg Tate still. Tate. Nice defense there, but she keeps the ball in the end. Tate all alone. And eventually loses out. Nice defending there from Swarthmore as Meg Tate just kind of ran out of room there. Cooney a little late. But that's definitely what Meg Tate wants to be in, the chance kind of running at goal with kind of some actual field in front of her. Sarah Hughes with some confident dribbling there. Does well to play down the wing. Cardmore with a nice ball to Lexi Green. Definitely a better spell from Dickinson here with 6 to go. Oh, and then Green with a bit of an overhit pass. Can Bracken keep it in? She cannot. Disappointing there for Dickinson, as it seemed kind of an unforced error from Lexi Green there.
Definitely a bright spot though, because that was one of the better runs and better plays we've seen from this Dickinson side in this half. And I think that Tate, we obviously wants the opportunity back, but she was really all alone since she didn't really have any. She had Cudmore on the opposite side. If she wanted to try and cross them, it's still not easy to do in a sense because she's all alone with 2 on her and with the left foot. Yeah,
I'm sure she would have loved a chance to kind of square it to someone, but Cudmore was just kind of a little behind the defender. Meg Tate there, trying to find Cudmore with a bit overhit. Cooney fighting hard, but nice play there from Maria Lee. Ball played over the top. Work for Glancy to do as she gets there first, but it'll be a corner kick with under 5 to go. This would be set pieces were a problem for Dickinson kind of throughout the year, and Swarthmore would love to kind of steal another one before halftime and get in with a 2-0 lead here.
Yeah, I've been really impressed to have the Red Devil center backs have stayed calm and stayed controlled in this half because they've really been under a lot of pressure, and obviously when you're already down 1-0, it's a lot of extra pressure on your shoulders. And I think that Bracken and Glancy and Hughes and Dunkel done a really good job staying solid in the defensive third.
Decent ball played in. Seems like the first ball was one from Onyango Opio, but headed over.
I mean, talk about Onyango Opio in this half. I mean, she's been everywhere. You see her in the attacking third, up, causing problems with the set piece and obviously scored the free kick. But she's been an absolute, rock wall, stone wall, in that defensive midfield role, not letting Tate get any, sort of opportunities and, almost intercepting any pass. And he's been everywhere for this, Swarthmore defense / midfield.
Throw in, played down the line. Lexi Green, first one too, but it'll be another Swarthmore throw. Lexi Green, first one to that. And it's just booted up there from the first year. Lila Brown, play down the wing. And it'll be a Dickinson throw there as Ali Charnas will let it go out. Low on Bracken. And you see all that space for Lexi Green to kind of pick up the pass here. Let's see what she's able to do. Trying to switch the play. It's a great ball to Sarah Hughes, who has room to run here. Hughes still, let's see if she'll take on her defender here. As she does, can she get a ball in the middle? Hughes takes her time, puts it in. It's a good ball, but once again in the right place. Played in, but only as far as Emma Cooney. Surprised to see Cooney playing so far back. Of course, she's one of Dickinson's more creative players.
I think she definitely recognized that Hughes was making that run of the field, and she had to drop back.
Nice turn from Hughes there. She'll take it to the byline, plays it in, kept in. Seems like that could have gone out for a Swarthmore goal kick. Dickinson 2:30 to go. They'd love to get a chance on goal. Hughes again does well to get to the sideline again. She finds Meg Tate, who finds Cooney. Cooney plays it in. It's a good ball running in the back post. It's a run. It's a header. But much better from Dickinson there. Good ball in from Emma Cooney, and it was Ali Charnas in the back post. Almost not able to get on target. It was always, it seemed like the way she took it, it was always going to go high.
Yeah, I think that's important to note that Dickinson, they switched the field there, and that was a great pass by Lexi Green to find Hughes and recognize she had daylight on that other side of the half to switch it. And obviously, Hughes did a tremendous job, as a fullback, not really, winger, trying, moving the ball around there and, getting the defender's offer. And she made two good moves and got, get some opportunities in the box. Nothing to avail, but still really good looks. And it's really love to see if the half ends without a goal. Going into the halftime, that's the best offensive, little spell you've seen, and that's just some more confidence for the Red Devil side. And
yeah, kind of on back to that Lexi Green pass, it seems like that's the more space you give to Dickinson kind of midfielders and defenders, they're able to play in those passes. So I'm surprised that Dickinson able to do that. Nice run here, ball played in. Meg Tate loses out there. Second ball, one from Swarthmore as well. Emma Cooney now trying to put pressure on. Still Cooney. Nice work there from Swarthmore, though. Isabella Specarella. 1 minute to go in this first half here.
In the first half.
Ball played. Nice ball there. Bracken trying to get to it. And no foul is given. Swarthmore now on the attack here. Of course, last thing Dickinson would want us to go down at the half. 2-0. Good ball played in. Sarah Hughes not able to get a full clear, though. Emma Cooney wins out. No foul is given. She takes the space she's given. Meg Tate wants the ball. Now she get it. Is she on sides? It seems like the ball's a bit under hit there. 25 seconds left. Dickinson, of course, would like a chance here, but time is really running low here. Tate turns. Maybe just one more cross played. And that's going to be under hit to easily taken from Lillian Keller, and that should be the half here.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. At the end of the first half, Swarthmore 1, the Red Devils 0.
And that's halftime here. Swarthmore have the 1-0 advantage on the absolutely amazing free kick from Onyango Pio, an absolute screamer. But not much to separate the sides. Both teams have had patches where they seem to be the better side.
Yeah, I mean, I think before the goal that Dickinson was really kind of not dominant per se, but they at least were more controlled in the midfield. And as you said, when you give the midfielders that space and opportunity to play those balls up into the attacking there with Vasilakis and St. Amand and Tate, it looks better for them, and they get these better opportunities. But after that goal, they were really playing almost not like catch-up in a sense, but they really on the defensive side for a lot more than they wanted to after that goal.
Yeah, and also, like I said, I was surprised to see Swarthmore kind of drop back at the end of the half, letting Dickinson kind of get their feet back after Swarthmore really had a grip on the game. They kind of gave Dickinson the chance to get kind of back into it. 1-0 at halftime. It's been an exciting half, like we expected, a very tight game. Of course, you can't take away the free kick, but just in terms of, chances from open play, of course, that one in the first 3 minutes that Charlotte Glenn's able to head out. But other than that, not really much for either side.
Yeah, I think it's important for Dickinson, going into this halftime that they had, a little bit of daylight in the last few minutes. And I think that it's important to know that they got a little bit back there. Obviously, not a true shot on net per se, but, getting Hughes involved and switching the ball, trying to find those spaces and playing players ahead and trying to get opportunities to get some crosses. And they've got some good looks, but they haven't, finished one off yet. I think it's soon to come.
So we'll take a little break here. We'll be back, in 10 or so minutes, and we'll see you for the second half. and we're about a minute away from the second half here. And in the other Centennial Conference semifinal, Harry, I think you have the update for us.
Yeah, Johns Hopkins defeated McDaniel 3-0, so Hopkins will host the final this Sunday, I believe at 1 or 2 p.m. So obviously Swarthmore Dickinson are right now playing to travel to Hopkins in Maryland to face the Blue Jays.
Yeah, you know, it's a tough task for either side who comes out on top here because Johns Hopkins is such a powerhouse, undefeated in conference, and you know, I believe 3 in the country. If maybe that's a little different now, but yeah, very very impressive team, and it's going to be hard. But you know, I'm sure none of these sides are worried about that right now. They just want to win this game and you know, take it from there. And for Dickinson, if they want to come back and win this game, what's task number 1?
I think it's take what they got in the last 2 minutes of the half, where they were really getting a lot of switching the field, switching the play, trying to find those passing windows, playing into space, letting either their fullbacks or their mids running to the ball to try and get that space, get across. And I think that the first 15 or 10-ish minutes, they were really playing more connected in the middle. You saw St. Amand, Cooney, Kiefer, and Mantillon really just, stringing some passes together, getting a lot of good, 1-2, just a lot of good movement. And they really, after that goal, it really fell apart. The team overall kind of crumbled in a sense.
So it seems like we're going to have a lot of the same players who finished the second half playing, as you see, Lexi Green coming on staying on the pitch, as well as I believe Ali Charnes and Sarah Cudmore, both who didn't start. So that means Maddie St. Amand and Katie Vasilak is off the pitch. And it seems like Jessica Kiefer also not starting, which is a bit surprising, but I'm sure we'll see her later in the game. But yeah, Lexi Green, I think she provides something that Jessica Kiefer can't really do, is that passing ability is really Lexi Green's strength, her ability to kind of pick out those long passes. She's a very strong boot. She can play them in from distance and create chances like that. So maybe Dickinson are, thinking of Green as kind of a more attacking option. But I'm sure we'll see Kiefer before this game is up.
Yeah, definitely Kiefer provides more of that, that stop pretend sense, really just kind of that rock in the back of the midfield, being that one, the final little defensive line before the back four.
And yeah, Noah Vasilakis, who was, of course, Dickinson's main assist leader, I believe. Very impressive numbers throughout the year, with 11 assists on the year. But, well, they're going to start the half without her. Swarthmore trying to pin Dickinson in early, but they're playing through the press pretty well here. Glancy trying to play it across. That's a risky pass there, but got there first was Dunkel. Mantillon loses out. Maybe a chance for the shot here early. The shot! And it's wide.
Yeah, that's one of the Cardinals' sins, is passing it back to the middle, especially in your own 18 in their own box. Maybe if you're on the midfield area, it's more okay, but definitely back into the that's really chaos in there. It's just not, not smart.
I mean, two mistakes there from Dickinson. First, the ball through the middle, and then Mantillon too easily giving up the ball there. A bit of a mistake there, but Cooney will play it back right away. Mantillon wins out there, but nice defending there. She can't keep it. Played on from Shang there, but it'll be a Dickinson. Oh, excuse me, a little hit off Bracken, and it'll be a Swarthmore throw. Throw and played. Lexi Green, first one to that. Ali Charnes wins the ball then. This is what Lexi Green likes to do. Plays it wide, but that one, she's not going to be able to find Cudmore with that, but at least, get the ball into the other half maybe.
Yeah, you heard Zingman there saying, get open, and I think, it's really about extending this pitch, making it wider than, really cutting it in, trying to get to the outside and use the wingers and the sideline a lot more.
Once again, Charlie Glancy in the right place. Goes down, and it'll be a free kick for Dickinson. Glancy always making that step. She's good at anticipating what's going to happen and often able to get in that position on time. Glancy takes some time here. Plays it hard. Header on. Charnes trying to get to that, but Keller can claim that. Keller takes some time here. It's interesting to see how throughout the half the Swarthmore keep the lead, their ability to kind of waste the clock, whether it's from free kicks and goal kicks, or just kind of keeping possession in their own half, not letting Dickinson do anything. And, that's a good example, but Dickinson have to avoid, especially later in this half, there was just little unnecessary fouls that can really kill kind of the clock. They can just kill momentum as well.
Especially from the back, too, because obviously, that's how we saw the first goal was giving up that free kick, and that set piece was, from the tackle in the back there. I think it's just about just knowing and being aware of what the situation and where exactly on the pitch you are.
Sedano now. Nice ball there. Nice defense there. Meg Tate, once again, her back to goal. Nice defense there. Karen Mays as she plays it up. Sarah Hughes can only kick it out. So more of the same in terms of Swarthmore being kind of controlling the possession that we saw kind of midway through the first half. Dickinson don't seem to really have made any tactical changes. Chance on goal, and almost a very good effort as Kavulich was beat there. A good shot there from Amelia Mounts.
Yeah, I mean, in the first half, you don't really see a lot of Swarthmore shots from that, top of the 18 area besides obviously the free kick. But I mean, here, if you apply that, different little area of attack in the game, and obviously you saw Kavulich couldn't make the free kick, and obviously you can get anything up to the top right, top left in the corner. It's, could be a problem.
Bit under hit there, but once again, Glancy in the right place. Now she can try to take it out her own half. She's tried to play it long to Charnas. It's a good ball down the wing. Maybe a ball in the middle can be played. Charnas takes it wide, but once again, in a chance for Dickinson, that touch was too big. We saw that in the first half for Bracken as well. Good ball down the line. You saw Charlotte Glancy there win the ball and then look to go ahead, which you like to see.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen a lot of the back line play a lot of good through balls up over the air, and obviously you'd love to see a much more calmer first touch, or honestly just one timer into the box with the in-swinger, but really got to try and clean up that that attacking third, just final little touch, the final ball.
Yeah, tried to be aggressive there as trying to take on her defender quickly. Emma Cooney now, this is different than what I'm used to seeing. Usually I feel of her as kind of very attacking, always looking to push the forward, but she's, maybe playing a little more disciplined here, worrying about keeping the possession, which you can understand. Mantion with the miss pass there. Seemed to be a handball by Sedano, and it is given.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be intriguing to see with Green and Manson on the midfield. If Cooney has almost a different responsibility to try and play back now, but definitely I like what she provides in the attacking game. So I definitely think that trying to keep her involved as much as they can is a really key part of the second half.
Yeah, Mansion kind of got away with one there. A bad pass could have been a counterattack, but Sedano tried to take it down with her hand, and Dickinson lucky to escape. Ball played in. Meg Tate lets it go. So the flag is up though, which is disappointing. Obviously, on a free kick, you want to keep composed line, but not sure who was offsides there, but one of the Dickinson attackers was. Good ball, though, from Glancy. Dickinson not yet bringing that many players up the pitch. You see here they're still kind of in normal position. Still inviting Swarthmore to play it short, which they decide to do here. And giving a lot of space here, kind of just to dribble up. In the second pass now. Nice ball down the line there. Work for Sarah Hughes too, but once again, Sarah Hughes does it very well in the right spot. Nice pass there. Nice touch, maybe a chance to open up here. And Cooney, they're still dribbling a little hesitantly, which is kind of surprising.
I think she's really trying to look for a passing out there, and obviously she's trying to maintain on the midfielder who, found Bracken outside now, but.
Once again, right place, right time. Only as far as Lauren Bracken here. Lexi Green with a chance to get her head up. Ash will keep the ball here. Lexi Green plays it up. A little bit overhit though. But the header will go out of bounds for a Dickinson throw for Sarah Cudmore. Interested to see, of course, a lot of the high-impact players for Dickinson not on the pitch yet. Another free kick for Dickinson. Sedano, that's maybe her 3 or 4 of the time. So maybe she'll go in the big book soon, especially. Seems like her attitude to the ref hasn't been very respectful. But, it's all part of the game, of course. But Lexi Green, of course, is one of the reasons why she's in the game, for her ability to play in these deep balls. See if Dickinson can get anything out of this one. Lexi Green plays it in high. It's a good ball. Oh, and just not hit by anyone. but there seemed to be some contact from us. No contact, excuse me. Went all the way through. Great ball from Lexi Green. Meg Tate, Charlotte Glancy. Seemed like a few people had a chance at that one.
Yeah, I mean, you see Green, she's, that's what she's known for. That's her strong suit, is getting that ball up in there and playing a good, cross and through ball into the box, and just couldn't find Glancy or Tate's head there. But definitely just went right over everyone, and that, really brutal. Got to get a head on my back.
Good ball though. One from Sarah Cudmore, and it's hit up now. And Bracken let it go out for a Dickinson throw. Going quick. Ali Charnisk. Seemed to be a little nick there from Abby Chang, and it'll be a free kick. Once again, Coach Zingman wants Lexi Green to take here. And not the best position here, but you never know. Dickinson trying to take all the chances they could get, with set pieces. Green plays it in high. It's a good ball again. Seemed a little past the goalkeeper, but it'll be a goal. It'll be a corner kick. Good, Lexi Green. You see that she's just providing an extra danger for Dickinson.
Yeah, and Keller came out of the box there, off her end line, excuse me, and she got she was one that kept the ball, hit it out of bounds to give it the corner kick here, and she didn't catch it. She almost was, I think, a little hesitant about coming out for that ball because she had to, obviously be aware of, if a header gets on it, she's out of position there. But now Dickinson is in a good spot.
It was
here.
a bit of an awkward one, though. You never, you assume it's going to get taken by a defender, but you don't know for sure. Lexi Green will play this in again. You see a lot of players crowding that front post, especially in the first, that's kind of 6-yard box. But then they have two defenders on the back post looking for it as well. Green plays it in. It's a good ball. Header's played in and just hit over. Nice work there from, I believe, Sarah Hughes there to get on that one. And Dickinson had to feel better about this first 10 minutes of play, getting some more chances, getting the free kicks, and of course in playoff games and these big games, set pieces can often be what makes the difference we saw in the first half.
Yeah, I think that it's really important, I think you have to keep Lexi Green on this pitch. The way she's, applied this, different sort of attack with her crosses and her through balls, I think it's gonna, it's a good recipe for success. I think you have to keep her on this pitch when it comes, bringing them back in like WSoc and St. Amand, but later on in the half.
Charnas wins out. I think sooner rather than later we're going to see, Vasilakis especially because, she provides another kind of creative idea. Bracken. Charnas the poor pass. Abby Chang needs to take it easily. Ball played to the middle here. Sedona takes her time here. Plays down the line. Mantione puts pressure on. Nice work there from Sina Meath to win the throw. Lexi Green wins that only as far as Meath, though. But a bit of a poor pass, and Meg Tate here wins the ball, and here's Tate trying to find Cudmore, but it's back to Meg Tate. It's a good ball. Sarah Cudmore's in here. Can she get a shot off? Cudmore with a shot. Nice defending there. Just seems like she took one too many touches, but great defending to get back and not allow Cudmore to get the shot off.
Yeah, Emmy Hansard was just racing across right diagonally across the 18 and got right to Cudmore before she gave a real clean look on it. And it was almost just who could get there first. If Cudmore could get the shot off first or if Hansard could get across it first. Hansard made a great tackle on the ball there. And credit to Meg Tate there for making she had the deflection off the first pass and then recognizing right away that Cudmore was still an option and still making that run. Just couldn't get that shot off the time there.
Couldn't he find Sarah Hughes? Lexi Green picks her head up here, once again trying to make that pass. But she finds Bracken in space. Nice touch from Bracken. Glancy, you got to feel better for Dickinson, as Swarthmore struggling to get some possession this half. Nice work there. They put the pressure on here. Maybe chance to counter. Bracken prevents the initial counter, but Swarthmore now with a chance to at least gain some possession here. Nice work from Abby Chang there to win the ball. Mantione wins the ball. Meg Tate making a run, but a bit under hit from Mantione. Tate still pushes in and wins a throw-in for Dickinson. Tate wanted to take it quickly, but not much to play it to. As it'll be Bracken now, who will find Green in the middle. Who stays calm there, punts the glass. Deep ball played in, hoping for Meg Tate. Nice defense there, once again by Eloise France, making it tough for Tate in the air. Lauren Bracken pushing in. Nice work defensively once again, though. Amelia Mounts that time. Cooney, though, wins it out. And now Emma Cooney looking to run. Charnas here. Defender right on her. And she's puts her hands up saying, not on me. Mentillon throwing right at her, and she just missed it. Mentillon. Under hit pass, and Emma Cooney tries to take. Nice defense there to recover after the bad pass. Sarah Cudmore now. Seems like we're going to have our first change of the second half for Dickinson, as Maddie St. Amand seems to be coming back on the pitch soon. Swarthmore getting some possession here. So Sedona tried to make that run, but not found. Sarah Hughes plays it forward. Meg Tate will put pressure on. The back pass to Keller is there, and that's the ball that's played. Keller plays it forward, but the pressure from Meg Tate there is important there, wins the throw in, and here is a sub. It'll be Maddie St. Amand coming on the pitch for Ali Charnas, and we will not see a sub for Swarthmore yet. Seems like Ali Zatelli will come on the pitch soon. Emma Cooney plays it back. Ball played over the top. Header one. Second ball. Mentillon drops back even though Zingman was asking for pressure. St. Amand puts the pressure on, and Bracken can keep it in. Lexi Green wins the ball. Bracken again. Lila Brown, the first year, still on the pitch now. Dunkel still on the bench. Meg Tate, nice give and go. Trying to find Tate again. Tate pushing hard though. Tate gets it. And nice deflection there. But Emma Cooney though wins it, and she plays down the line. Can Sarah Hughes keep it in? She can. Plays the ball in. Meg Tate first one to it. She's trying to turn. Tate gets a shot off, but not going to do much of that. Tough chance there. And we will see Ali Zatelli on the pitch for Megan Roof. And it'll be number 29, Callie Fletcher, coming on the pitch for Georgia Mentillon. Fletcher looked lively in the couple minutes we saw in the end of the first half.
Yeah, I think she's going to provide more of that spacious kind of attacking player for that midfield role. Obviously, Zingman wanted Mentillon to try and pull up. You got a little bit clogged in the midfield with Green there and Mentillon. I think that it's really important for her to come on and apply that that different bit of asset on the pitch, trying to be more up and play more attacking than Mentillon, who's kind of getting swallowed back into the middle there.
As you see right away, Fletcher putting pressure on. Oh, excuse me, no, letting Lexi Green have the ability to move up the pitch. And then, Cudmore wins the ball, but Lexi Green not able to see it. And a good ball as Sarah Hughes is out of position here. Can they get a ball in the middle? They got to go to the byline. And Hughes wins the ball. Surprised there. It seems like a first-time ball could have been played there, but instead tried to test Sarah Hughes. But Hughes has played basically a perfect game. So it seems like going against her one-on-one would be a tough task.
Yeah, she's been lights out today. And she's also applied some more when she's made those wing back runs to get up involved in the attacking field. She's made some really good passes and good crosses. So credit to that.
Glancy will play it in deep. Cudmore loses out. Lexi Green, first touch, but Chang able to win it. A chance for a shot. Nice block there from Lila Brown. Lexi Green fights, wins that ball and heads it forward. And it's missed there. Maybe a chance for Maddie St. Amand here. St. Amand, they're not defenders giving her some space here. St. Amand gets to the line. St. Amand, can you get a shot off the ball in the middle? Still bouncing around. Meg Tate keeps it in. I think that Keller ended up with some work to do there, but I wouldn't really consider that a shot.
Yeah, I don't think St. Amand really got. She got by the defender. I can't believe she couldn't get left foot check on that, try and put it in the back of the net. But that was, definitely I wouldn't consider that a shot. head scratcher just to try not to get one off there.
You know, I was surprised the amount of space the defenders were giving her there. I think they were just so afraid of the pass to Meg Tate, which I understand, but still, you got to respect the other attackers. And they really just kind of let her run a lot, take a lot of space.
Especially considering the fact that she got behind the line, and ultimately she had, you know, one of the better windows to take a shot that we've seen the Red Devil attack tonight. And it really, you know, head scratcher there trying not to get the shot off there.
Pressure being applied here from Cooney. Now Santamon forces a ball hit. Lila Brown first one to it. Brown taking some space. Should go for a shot from distance, and it'll force a save.
You don't really see a center back usually ever get that high at the pitch, A, and then B, you know, take a shot from that distance. There was still a good shot on the left, but obviously Keller made quick work of it. But it was a good look by Brown to try and put it in the, you know, upper top left corner.
Lexi Green wins the ball there. No fouls called. And McCooney with a chance to run here. Cooney, nice defending there. Once again, great work from Onyango Pio as she's really just halted the many Dickinson attacks. Sedona pushing up the field now. Nice job from Sarah Hughes, who's going to try to keep that in. And she does so. Oh, but her second touch, though, takes her out of bounds. Throw in played. Missed pass there. And now St. Amand trying to find Meg Tate, but nice defending there. But it's back to St. Amand. Some nice footwork there. St. Amand running right at her defender. Still St. Amand, can she get a ball in? Again, that last touch seemed to be overhit there. And it'll be another goal kick. We're going to... Katie Vaslak is coming on the pitch for Sarah Cudmore. 25 to go in this game here. Dickinson playing better, but of course they still need a goal.
I mean, they've 100% looked a lot better offensively. They haven't... I like that they're kind of taking the space for her than rather just trying to force feed, take the ball off the middle, because a lot of time she's double teamed and has no ability to try and go to left or right. But I think that, you know, getting Cooney and the wingers involved here is really pivotal to try and get the ball up the middle.
Oh, and it hits the ref, and it seems like that was going to be a Dickinson ball there. Yeah, and it seems like, you know, having Meg Tate be a little less involved could allow for, you know, a run to be made, and then Meg Tate gets the final product even easier, so. Sarah Hughes now takes her time. She finds Lila Brown, who, even though not starting the game, is seeing a lot of time on the pitch here. Lauren Bracken. Nice 1-2 here. Bracken cuts in. She finds Lexi Green. Green with time and space. And don't know what she was doing for there because...
I think she was really expecting someone to, I think she was expecting either Hughes to make the back run up the end line there or for, I think, Vasilakis to drop back, but she had space to take, though, and obviously you heard Coach Zeman say, Lexi, just take it, and obviously pass first mentality isn't always the best.
And even if she was trying to play a pass, it's, oh, and a nice dribble there. That set Vasilakis to the ground. Nice touch there from Abby Chang, and she goes down, no foul. Nice double team there from Callie Fletcher. Lauren Bracken will control Dickinson. You know, it's not that time yet, but eventually they're going to really have to just start forcing everyone forward, trying to get someone going. Emma Cooney with a chance now to kind of attack. Good ball to Callie Fletcher. Fletcher takes the space. They're giving you a lot of time. Can you get a shot off Fletcher? Oh, it seems a shot could have seemed to hit the hand there. It really seemed to be a handball. Maybe, you know, I think the hand could have been in a natural position. I think that's probably what the ref is seeing there, because the hand, you know, I will say, the hand did seem to be down in a very natural position, but it wasn't on the body there. So a little surprised that wasn't given, but of course there wasn't any movement of the hand.
Yeah, I think what also kind of shocks me more is that Swarthmore, the defender just moved to St. Amand and let Fletcher keep the space, and she had the space. Obviously, she didn't really go for a shot, but the amount of space they're giving this Dickinson attack in, you know, the attacking third is kind of blowing my mind, especially when they get into the box and inside the 18. They have all these windows in different areas to try and get a shot off. And I
think, yeah, I totally agree. The two times that it's done, though, it seems like Dickinson aren't expecting it, and they haven't taken a shot.
Not taking that space and trying to, you know, almost find Meg Tate, but I think that you have to be almost
a little selfish there. Yeah, just, you know, don't be afraid to just let it fly. Nice step there, and maybe a chance to counterattack here for Swarthmore. A bit of an underhit pass there from Cooney. Good ball down the line to Sedona. Sedona still with the ball. Cooney trying to push in. Sedona does well, though. Still Sedona. A goal here would probably kill things in the shot. Kavolic seems to saw it all the way. But nice dribbling there from Sedona. And we'll see another sub here. It'll be Nikte Machado Wako coming back on the pitch for Abby Chang. But Dickinson getting some better chances there. But yeah, it seems like Callie Fletcher really could have taken a shot there, but tried to play in the middle. Meg Tate flicks it on. Saint Amand opens up the field. Seems like there's a lot of space for Cooney there, but instead Saint Amand keeps it. Seems like she was doing a little too much there. Emma Cooney was wide open with acres of space. Seems like she could have put her head up, but
And again, Onyango up here just comes right in and stops all attack there. I definitely think that you have to play that not like last ball, that extra ball. Try and not take it hero ball and be selfish. You gotta have to pass that ball there. Considering how open Cooney was.
Especially with with Cooney's impressive ability to kind of drive that out of defense. Space here for Swarthmore. Nice give and go there. Cooney trying to pressure, but loses out. And that'll be another Swarthmore throw. Swarthmore, of course, we have with this. You can understand why. Just keeping the possession, especially deep in Dickinson's half.
Yeah, you have to almost wonder, for the FIFA players out there, when they're going to park
nice
the bus
turn.
in the sense and drop everyone back.
Ball played in, and that's going to be no harm for Kavolic. Yeah, the park the bus. I mean, it'll be a corner kick, excuse me. And this is a real chance for Swarthmore here. I wouldn't be surprised if we see, Alice Onyango Apio. Of course, she had the header on the first corner, but, just the game she's had. Of course, impressive 5'8" frame, too, so this definitely could be her ball. Wouldn't surprise me. Ball played in. Flicked on, and a chance there, but Dickinson will take the throw. And we're going to see Jessica Kiefer come on the pitch, and it'll be for Lexi Green. Lexi Green, impressive second half there. She provided a different element for Dickinson, but for now, she's coming off the pitch.
Yeah, I think it'll be really interesting to see now how Kiefer takes, Green's role of, switching and being that facilitator, trying to switch the field. And I think she can't replicate that. That could be a problem in the last 20 minutes.
Seems like we talked about in the first half, sometimes Vasilakis moves more centrally. It seems like we're seeing that now as Vasilakis, is playing kind of a higher role than Meg Tate. Glancy wins the ball. Callie Fletcher trying to open up there, and she finds Jessica Kiefer here. And once again, you just talked about the passing issue that it seems like Lexi Green kind of solved, but off the pitch now. Vasilakis there, loses out easily. Nice pressure here, but Kiefer ends up with it. And Lily Brown with a little turn there and wins the free kick.
The second time you saw from Kiefer and since around the pitch that a lot of these passes are almost in chaotic spots with backlines, but considering the fact that Swarthmore had an attacker right there, and obviously you see Lila Brown getting tackled there. And I think, for Kiefer, you're going to have to take a deep breath and look and recognize when you have time, you have options to turn and look on the outside rather than playing it back to the central every time.
Just to Kiefer here once again with time and space, but once again her first instinct is to play it back there. And here's Kiefer again, this time a lot of space to play it up, and she takes it here. Finds Fletcher. Good ball there to Cooney. Good first touch. Sedona pushing hard, and seemed to be a bit of a hold there, but it's not given. Now Sedona with a chance to take it on the counter, but it's overhit. Lila Brown finds Bracken, who has space to push up here. Under 18 to go here. Bracken with a poor ball, but it was missed. But ends up, and a free kick there as Fletcher a little late. Swarthmore, of course, will take their time here. 17:45 to go here. Dickinson need to get something going. Karen Mays will play it in. Ball a bit under hit. Sarah Hughes. Oh, Lala Brown, excuse me. He was the first one to it. Meg Tate kind of on an island again. Basilakis trying to put it up. Hughes now with space to attack here. Meg Tate asking for the ball, not given early. And now tough ball played in there and kept in by Lillian Keller. And she can claim now. Dickinson still having trouble stringing passes together in the final third.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of a head scratcher. At least, you know, we've seen since Kiefer's been on a lot of those passes. They've been looking almost a little bit like hesitant to like the movement wise in the midfield, and you know, a lot of the passes have been backwards to the defense. But I think until they get like the wingers involved and try and find them on the outside, there's not going to be any breakthroughs yet.
Meg Tate wins the ball. Work to do here. Tries to take it down line. Meg Tate plays in the middle. The goes bouncing around, and it is going to be out for a corner. And that shows, Meg Tate just so quick.
All out effort and hustle by Meg Tate there. Kind of turns nothing into something there. She's going to get a great shot up, but she at least put the Devils in a spot where a tap-in was all he needed to equalize it.
I think, they really got to put some pressure on Lillian Keller's goal because it seems like she's not looking too confident, and she's had a couple of kind of
especially when those straight run-throughs have gone through. She hasn't really, she hasn't really been tested yet,
Ball played in. First header, the ball's still bouncing around. Can he get a shot? And it's in! Dickinson tied here with 17 to go. The senior Charlotte Glancy on the corner kick. 16 minutes to go here. Dickinson tied, and you see what it means to the players and the fans here. The captain and the senior.
Was scored by number 5, Charlotte Glancy. Assisted by number 7, Lila Brown. Along with number 27, Katie Vasilakis.
I've called a good amount of games, but I've never seen anything like this that we're seeing to the fans. The limbs here, you gotta love it here. And Dickinson.
The Red Devil faithful, loving it. I mean, I've said it so many times on broadcast that anytime on a set piece or corner kick at least, and you can never clear a ball out, it's inevitable that it ends up in the back of the net. And you saw it there, and you're not going to take anything away from the goal, but absolute scenes here, and I love to see it. Glancy finished it off right there. We were talking earlier in the halftime. We were looking at who we think would get the goal, and we were looking at a header.
I think we got to give credit to, an RDSN member, Matt Harvey. He said Charlotte Glancy tying goal, and he was correct.
And a header, too, and he caught it all the way.
And that'll just be shot in. Not sure what that was. And Dickinson will take the ball. It's in Swarthmore. And the time is called here. Problem with the clock there. So you see Swarthmore right away. They kind of stepped up after the goal. You see them. They seem to be pushing up a little higher with the pitch. Some problem with the clock here. And sub will be made as well. It'll be number 2, Hope Neal, coming on the pitch for Amelia Mounts.
And you have to wonder here if Coach Todd and Kaitis from Swarthmore is going to bring in Kochmeister back in, their leading goal scorer, if they're going to try and apply some more pressure.
Yeah, it seems like she actually was subbed in. But, yeah, yeah, but I think you do make a good point of her being active in the game. We haven't really seen her, haven't really gotten her chances. So, 10 goals in the year is an impressive total. So, Fletcher clears it. Meg Tate. And, yeah, back to the goal, it seems like in big games like this, the ball, sometimes it takes, a dirty, especially where Dickinson struggling to get, shots on target. Yeah, exactly, It seems like sometimes it really helps for it to be a little messy, especially when you're struggling in the attack. Glancy clears it out.
I think now it only provides more confidence for the Red Devil attack because they've been a lot better in the second half. And I think that, now that they don't have to put a lot of pressure like that, it's, more relaxing in a sense to know that they don't have to really worry about not getting back.
And Dickinson will just get thrown after throwing now, which defends like that, pushing higher up the pitch. 15 minutes to go here, of course. It kind of a Kiefer a bit with a misplaced pass and a chance of the counterattack if they can make that ball. But good cover there from Lauren Bracken.
We've just found a missing phone. If anyone is missing their phone, please come over to the press box. We have it.
Missing phone.
The fans are getting chaotic here. I mean, they're going to be bedlam.
Nice ball there. And maybe a chance. Emma Cooney, as she seems a little hesitant here, she finds Meg Tate. Seems like she had space to take the ball there, but Meg Tate does well there to find Hughes, trying to play it back to Tate, but a little overhit. You know, I was talking about it earlier. Meg Tate goes down. Didn't seem to be told much on that. I was talking about, you know, kind of the issues with Lillian Keller. And what I meant to, finishing off, it just seems it's a very bouncy area. You see kind of a little dirt hole, and it's under hit. There seems to be a little bit of like a dirt area, like in the really close to the goal, so you kind of get a shot off. You could bounce anywhere, and that's so. I think it's
not a lot of flat ground where almost those bounces be unexpected. Almost like the difference for like baseball, where any hop on a dirt could really cause a different movement in the ball.
Meg Tate not able to keep it in. And of course, it's a new outlook for Dickinson as they've really kind of been the dominating team in the second half. They're not thinking. It's not let's tie it up, let's get it to overtime. They want to end it here, with 15 minutes to go, 13 minutes, excuse me. Of course, not easy scoring a goal against this Swarthmore defense, who's looked very sharp here. But with 13 to go, the way they've played in the second half, they'll feel decent about their chances to get a second one. Ball played in. Fletcher first one to that, bouncing around. Vasilakis, can she get to that? Nice work there from Emmy Hansard. Ball played up. Glancy, though, in the right place as she's able to find Lila Brown, who's done a very solid job in the first half and second half, filling in for Emily Dunkel. Vasilakis, good ball. Sarah Hughes, Emma Cooney, though, with a chance to run. Emma Cooney keeps the ball. Nice work there. Only as far as Kiefer. Kiefer now looks up. Another misplay pass, but it's found its way anyway. Maddie Cinnamon tried to go it at the defender, but good work there. Ball bouncing around here. They want handball there, not called, it seems. Cinnamon. Nice crisp pass in there by Dickinson after some nice pressure by Swarthmore. See Kokenmeister putting pressure on here. Lila Brown with a good first touch. Kiefer, as you see Swarthmore being forced back here by Dickinson's passing right now. Callie Fletcher. Kiefer again with a lot of space here, but plays it back. It seemed a little unnecessary.
It's understandable almost in a sense, kind of playing back just to try and calm it down, get more organized. But especially because you're applying pressure to Swarthmore defense. It hasn't really been pressured all that much in this game until this half, and it's what's worked for this Red Devil attack. And I think they got to keep just going at them, and they keep creating that space, and they need to keep taking it more, I think.
Yeah, I mean, that Lila Brown pass will not be what Dickinson wanted. They're really not getting pressured at all, but Brown kind of forced it in there, and it was taken away from Swarthmore, leading to them getting some more possession. Nice turn there as Lauren Bracken was beat. Ball played in the middle. Kokenmeister, decent idea there, but Kavolich able to get that first. But yeah, of course, when you're getting given all that possession, you don't want, to make unforced errors or just kind of try something that will give the other team kind of a chance to get back level on possession and kind of control of the game. Callie Fletcher, once again, as she's done a very solid job in her time. Bit of a push there. Tate goes down. She stays down, which you don't like to see. And Callie Fletcher, a little cursed by me there. Seems like there was a bit of an elbow there. I'm not sure about that call. Coach Zingman's not happy.
Almost kind of like a targeting playing football where it's a defenseless receiver. And I mean, just a really blatant hit. Just the ref didn't call it. A little bit questionable to me.
She Tate's a little shaken up now. Kiefer, Fletcher. Nice pressure there from the Swarthmore. Kiefer a little late there, but missed from Kokenmeister, and Lila Brown will clear. And we're going to see some subs here. Mantion back on the pitch for Dickinson, and we're going to see Amelia Mounts and Megan Ruoff coming on the pitch, both starting who started the game. Lauren Bracken will kick it out for another corner throw in.
Under two more attacking pieces. Ruoff made a lot of those good runs. Obviously caused the free kick set piece in the first half.
And that'll go all the way to Glancy. Charlotte Glancy will play it forward here. Oh, and a bit of a mistake there from Onyago Pio, and maybe Dickinson's chance here. Here's Georgia Mantion. Opens up, finds Kiefer. Plays it back to Glancy. I mean, actually, that was Lila Brown who she played it to. And a mistake there from Glancy. Sedona running right at Sarah Hughes there. Still Sedona. She gets to the line. Sarah Hughes are running right with her. Sedona, though, looking lively on the ball. Gets the ball in. Nice job from Sarah Hughes. Still in play here. Sedona still on the ball versus Sarah Hughes. Hughes gives some space. Kiefer. You know, I think it just kicks it out. Seems like she could have been told, you know, you got time. There's no one near. No, not really a need to kick that ball out of bounds.
I mean, it makes sense that the area on the pitch was right inside the 18, but definitely the fact that she did have space was a little bit of a killer there because she could have stepped and maybe turned, tried and made it some sort of a counter and create some more space.
Kiefer wins the ball there, though. Maybe a chance to open up, but Mancione seems like she could have played it wide, but opted against it. And Dickinson seems like a couple times where they're just maybe a little too passive on the ball. Bracken getting kind of pushed out of position there, which allows for the good ball there. St. Amand trying to do some defensive work. Bracken back in position now. Ball played in the middle. Hughes loses out. Ruoff the first one to it. Ruoff trying to turn Hughes here once again. Sarah Hughes. A lot of defending to be done. Ruoff, nice tackle there, but Sedona picks it up. Oh, and it's a foul. Sarah Hughes once again. She's, you know, they're asking a lot of her in these one-on-one tests, but so far she's nailing them.
Yeah, she's answered every task and question that they asked for her, and she's been locked down in that corner. And I think that, touching back on the midfield part, the type of different game that, Green provides when she goes on the pitch compared to Mancione and Kiefer, it's opens up a whole new, facet of attack with, the through balls and the crosses and the balls in the air, rather than Mancione and Kiefer almost seem okay and complacent to go move backwards rather than move up the pitch and try and get some balls up on the wing or on the outside or in the middle.
Nice passing here for Swarthmore. Ball played in. Kavolich, easy catch there. But, even what should be an easy catch with, this limited time left and we are type of the pitch, the bounces could go anywhere. Every little chance on goal, regardless of how far out or how softly hit it seems to be, could be dangerous and could just take, it's one little bounce away from being, the winning goal. Meg Tate trying to play quick. Plays down the line to St. Amand. St. Amand in a tough position there, but she's able to win a corner kick for Dickinson. And, of course, the last corner kick, Dickinson got a goal off of it. And the fans here hoping for something of the same result. It'll be played in from Vasilakis.
I think if you're Dickinson here, you have to really try and make some more chaos happen. And I think that this is, these are the last 6 minutes, and I think this is the best look they're going to get in the end of this half.
Vasilakis plays it in hard and low. Nice job from Swarthmore. Maybe a chance on the counterattack. Kiefer doesn't go get it until now, and she still ends up the first one to it. Vasilakis will just flick it in there. Meg Tate trying to run onto it. She kind of just, her momentum took her right into.
Yeah, all clean there, nothing intentional.
I mean, obviously it was a foul, but
nothing dirty behind it all. But Vasilakis, again on the wing there, kind of didn't have a lot of space, but she had time to almost make a settle and then try and go back get down the end line and get on the the goal.
Especially when it seems like there wasn't many people in the middle. It seems like, especially
why play it back when there's no outlet there.
Vasilakis wins the first ball. Nice defensive work there. But Meg Tate forces a clearance. Karen Mays clearing it out. Mancione, Vasilakis. Vasilakis with, nice play there to another throw in for Dickinson. Vasilakis, nice ball there. Cooney, Meg Tate, Mays right on her. Vasilakis will play it in deep. Lauren Bracken trying to get to her on the back post, but that's going to go out. Vasilakis not able to find anyone in the middle there. Under 5 to go here. Seems like a goal here would really, for either side, would surely win it. Of course, we will overtime and double overtime. And of course, penalties if we go through both of those, still tied. Charlotte Glancy calls it and heads it up. Swarthmore will have a throw in here. It'll be taken by Sina Meath. Meath throws it up. Kiefer was able to find Mancione there, but Mancione not able to keep it in. Lauren Bracken gets beat here from Machado Acco. Maddie Cinnamon loses out. Maybe a chance here for Swarthmore. A lot of pressure, a lot of time on the ball here, but ends up taking it right into Kiefer. Vasilakis doesn't look up there, instead she just plays it first time ball to Tate, and seems like she could have at least turned there. Ball played forward again. Lauren Bracken with some work to do against Machado Acco. And Mentillon keeps it in. Bracken a lot of time here. Of course, got to be some nerves here. You know, everyone's aware if they make a mistake, it could be the fateful one.
I mean, you can tell how both these teams are passing. It's just a lot of unnerved chaos and nothing really complete coming out of it.
No fouls given there. Seemed like they're both kind of just making attempts for the ball. But McTate did seem to got into a solid positioning where a foul was going to be called. She was in the right position for it. Throw and played in. Glancy trying to clear, not able to. Nice job from Ruoff, but wins it anyway. Mantillon hits it off Meath. Saint Amand now. Nice pressure there. Once again, it was Onyago Opio winning the ball off Maddie Saint Amand. Bracken finds Glancy, who opens it up to Lila Brown, who has a lot of time here. And now Emma Cooney with space if she can get to it. Ball seemed to be a little overhit. Cooney fighting for it, but loses out. Seemed like if the ball was played a little shorter, Cooney had a lot of space there.
I like the look by Brown, though.
Underhit passes, Mantillon able to take it. Cooney making a run, but Mantillon not able to find it. Fans wanted the handball. Not sure if I saw it. Bracken taking the space, plays it forward. Once again, Onyango Pio in the right spot. Cooney now with space, and you see the run of Sarah Hughes. Meg Tate going in the middle. Let's see if the ball plays in early. Meg Tate trying to get onto it. Still bouncing out. Meg Tate actually got her foot to it.
I was shocked. The ball just kept traveling near me. We talked about it earlier that, goalie Lillian Keller hasn't really come out of her, her end line a lot to try and make a play on the ball. And I'm absolutely shocked that Tate was the first one to that ball in the air.
Yeah.
Traveling to the back post, and Keller just was a little hesitant to either come out or commit to the ball. And the fact that Tate got the first touch on that ball is almost just mind-boggling to me, because that ball's in there for a long time, and Keller ultimately had an opportunity to make a play on that, and a little bit not a great look.
So it is, yeah, I agree. And it also speaks to Meg Tate's just kind of the way she plays, always running, always being the first one to it. Yeah, but it is Eloise France who's down here limping on her way to the sideline. With 1:43 to go now, is there one more chance in this game for Dickinson before overtime? Ball played in, it's a little under hit, but Maddie Saint Amand not able to get a ball played through. Now decent chance here for Kochmeister, still running. Sarah Hughes, can she get there? Hughes does get there once again, and she gets it off Sedona and wins the throw-in. And that was a real chance for Kochmeister. For Kochmeister,
talk about Hughes are making the play from behind, out of spot, in a sense, coming back in and getting Kochmeister. And then the clearance getting it off Sedona there and getting the, winning a Dickinson throw-in. I mean, really top-notch game from her today.
Yeah, that's the whole back line. Of course, Glancy with a goal, but also she was in the right place a lot of times, too. Not a great ball there, but Kiefer ends up with it anyway, trying to find Meg Tate. Nice job there.
Last minute of play in the second half.
From Onyango Opiwo. Mantillon there. Cooney wins out. Onyango Opio right on her. Kept in there from Mounts. Vasilakis loses out. 40 seconds left, excuse me. Is there one more chance for maybe Swarthmore now, who are kind of attacking more? Dickinson would love to get this into overtime at this point. Mantillon wins out. Sedona didn't really go for that. Is there one more chance for Dickinson? Meg Tate is running to it. You see Keller now coming out, and she'll boot it out. And Dickinson, are they in 20 seconds left? Could they steal one late here? Meg Tate trying to get it quick, but with 15 seconds to go, seems like could be a tough task. Meg Tate throws it all the way back.
10, 9,
played in.
8,
seems
7,
like we're gonna have
6,
overtime here.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1-0.
And
At the
Charlotte
end of
Glancy's
regulation,
goal
Swarthmore
keeps
won,
Dickinson alive here.
1.
We are heading to
Fans, we will
overtime
now play
here.
2 10-minute periods of extra time. If we are still tied after the 20 minutes of extra time, the match will be decided on penalty kicks.
So you hear that? There'll be a 10-minute first half, 10-minute second half of overtime, and if it doesn't end there, it'll be penalties. We'll take a little break here, but don't go anywhere. We're gonna be back in 3 minutes. And we are back for overtime. What a 90 minutes we've had here. You know, it's definitely been kind of a tale of two halves. First half, you got to say Swarthmore with a better side. But in the second half, I think Dickinson definitely kind of were able to keep the possession and really kind of control the tempo of the whole half.
Yeah, no doubt. We definitely saw, a different side of that Dickinson, that team in the second half. And they really played a real complete half. They really only sputtered almost at all, kind of playing, a real complete game offensively and defensively. And I think that to keep that up, they have to, keep that pressure. And they were really getting some great looks in that half.
It is currently 9 o'clock here. We've been 2 hours of an active game, and we could be in for a lot longer, which is, fine by me. I'm loving it. Two solid sides, fighting hard. Swarthmore starting off early here. Threw off here. Ball played. Thought about the shot, decided against it. Now, Mounts keeps it after the pressure from Mantione. Good ball to Roof. Can Roof get a shot off here on the left foot? Blocked from Lila Brown. And Glancy's able to play it up. But it'll be a Swarthmore chance to resettle. As you see, Macy Mangini here getting some extra play time. Lila Brown, once again, the first-year defender. Just boots it up there, no nonsense. And, these 2 10-minute periods are going to go quick. And, before you know it, you're going to be in that kind of goal wins it range.
Yeah, I think if you're Dickinson here, you don't want to get stuck in your own half and in the defensive third, because I think that, as you said, 10 minutes will go by quickly. If you get, if you're pressured and you're caught, back against the wall the whole time of 10 minutes, there's no opportunity to get any attacking going. I think that's not a good, confidence booster going into the second leg of the overtime period.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Of course, Dickinson, it seems like often in overtime when you just kind of, you take the approach of trying to get it to survive into penalties, usually it bites you and you end up, conceding, even if it's like in the last minute.
Yeah, and that's why you can't change what you're doing in the second half. You got to keep that attacking going, try and get the midfielders involved and get the wingers involved as well.
Played up as Vasilak is trying to get there, but it's Keller's ball pretty easily. Mangini now opens up. Kokemeister lets it go. Hughes there, hits it. She's claimed that there's some contact on Sedona, but it's not given. It'll be a Swarthmore throw. Taken by Emmy Hansard. Cooney. First one to Cooney doing a lot of defensive work than maybe she's used to, but she's done a very solid job at it. Meg Tate heads it on. Nice job there. And here's Maddie St. Amand trying to play in Vasilakis. Keller comes off the line, and Keller is in kind of no man's land. Vasilakis gets the shot off. Almost.
Another almost weird play by Keller to come out really early, and I don't think that Vasilakis had a good touch on that first the first touch of the ball to really cut inside and try and go at net, which led her to the outside. And obviously, Keller coming out forced her too, but I mean, you don't really see that often, coming that far out in that type of situation.
Yeah, it seems like for Vasilakis, the longer it takes her to pull the trigger, the tougher it'll be for a chance to be made. And another kind of short set piece. I mean, a goal kick for Swarthmore. Sometimes they seem like they're not really able to get out of their own half with the set pieces. You see Lexi Green back on the pitch for Jessica Kiefer. Cooney with a bit of an under-hit pass there. Ball played in long. Kokemeister lets it run, but only as far as Charlotte Glancy. Lila Brown now surveys the pitch, plays it forward. Meg Tate trying to get to it. Mangini, though, first one to it. Played over the top. Vasilakis working hard. Maddie St. Amand gets to it, trying to find Meg Tate. Here is Tate. Can you get a shot off? Blocked well. A lot of space for Lauren Bracken on the wing. She's trying to find Bracken. Can Bracken get a shot off? Bracken, the shot! Saved, and it's in! Lauren Bracken with 6 to go in this first overtime takes the lead for Dickinson. Off the pass from Meg Tate, Lauren Bracken had acres of space, takes the shot, and it's in the back of the net.
What a pass from Tate to notice that Bracken, her left back, making the run up the pitch, is right there with her, and Tate found her, and Bracken, all she had to do was find a spot and put it in the back of the net, and Keller couldn't get a good handling on it, and just like that, Red Devils have the lead. Great all-around play there by the attack, especially Bracken to get involved from the left back spot. I mean, you love to see when everyone on the pitch is working at once, and it was beautiful just like that.
Yeah, you know, Lauren Bracken, we saw it, especially more in the first half, her ability to kind of push up, to get high up the pitch and create kind of trouble for Swarthmore there. She found herself in a very good position. She fired it hard and goal. We talked about it earlier. Kind of just you take a shot and you never know what's going to happen there. And it'll be a quick corner kick, I believe, for, oh no, a goal kick. Oh, no, a throw-in, excuse me. 0 for 3 there.
Might need LASIK, buddy.
A deep throw in. Sarah Hughes to take. Cooney drops low. Keeps it in there. And a bit of a shove by St. Amand there. And it allows for a free kick chance here for Swarthmore with 5 to go in this first overtime period. Of course, now with 15 minutes left in this game, before penalties, Swarthmore will have to be worried. You know, they're going to have to start pushing more players up and higher up the pitch.
You know, that does obviously, you know, make the risk from counterattack so much more greater. And you've seen how Meg Tate has ran and how she's hustled. It's almost inevitable that if you let a counterattack happen, she'll be there.
Ball played in. Kovolic just can't catch. Still bouncing around. Lexi Green does well there to win that first ball. Meg Tate wins the second one. And St. Amand running onto it. Does well to take a touch. And you got Meg Tate to her right, but she got Lauren Bracken to her left. And she's going to get there. She got Vasilakis next to her as well as Meg Tate. She plays to Vasilakis, who lets it run there. And Meach was able to deal with it initially. But Bracken, once again, just getting very high up the pitch. Poor pass there from Bracken. And Swarthmore trying to counter, but no one able to get on the end of that pass. And Dickinson will keep the ball, of course. They got no complaints with that. Nice turn there from St. Amand. She's trying to play a ball in, but Kelly will be able to get there. You hear Coach Slingman saying his end line there. You know, of course, you just get to the corner there, waste some clock is what he's asking for.
I mean, it also gives, you know, Tate more of an opportunity to get open in the middle and try and get, you know, deeper into the box. You know, for a cross side, when you're down farther in the end line for a cross, it's much more easy to get a ball into the box and try and get it into the PK area.
Mike Tate with a good turn there. Vasilek is asking for it. Not able to get that, though. Second ball is won by Onyago Apio, and we're going to see Kiva come back in the pitch. You can understand this sub, and also we're going to see Abby Chang come on the pitch for, I believe, number 10, Megan Ruff. But you can understand, you know, Lexi Green, you think of her as more the attacking player compared to Kiefer. So, you know, Kiefer more the stopper. So bringing her on here, up a goal to kind of just shore up that you know, back in the midfield before the back line. Once again, Bracken with space here. Nice ball played down. Can Vasilakis keep it in? She can. Plays it quick. Meg Tate will just play it in. And you heard Zingman right away saying drop. So, you know, Dickinson, of course, no problem with getting all the pressure that they're getting. Kiefer wins the header. St. Amand loses out to Sedona. Oh, excuse me, Emma Cooney. And Cooney seems like she can using her hands a bit too much there unnecessarily. And that'll be a little free kick. 2 minutes ago in this first period of extra time here. Regardless, we will get an extra 10 minutes, so Meach now can take some time here. Plays it up. Glancy wins the first ball. Vasilakis will clear for now. We're going to see another sub here. It'll be number 24, Eloise France, who had the injury earlier, but seems like she's okay to go on now for Macy Mangini. 1:30 to go in this first period of extra time. Throw in, headed on, and Glancy will have no problem letting that go. And, you know, Kavolich will be able to waste some clock here. Probably get it down to around a minute or so before this ball is played in.
I think it's important to note that, you know, Dickinson and that, they're almost kind of, you know, not only back against the wall in this spot, they're, you know, Swarthmore was finally getting some attack there in this, the first period of the overtime. And they didn't really make it a mistake or an error. They stayed compact and they stayed together and they, you know, forced them to, you know, play it back.
1 minute remains in the first period.
Mantione fighting for it, and she finds Meg Tate. Tate not, you know, and then Bracken will play it forward. 40 seconds to go in this first period of extra time. Dickinson, yeah, like you said, yeah, you know, they're not stressing here. You see their shape, a lot of bodies behind the goal. Lila Brown hits it forward there. First year's done a great job, you know, playing a lot of minutes here. Bracken wins the ball and will just play it up. And Meg Tate still has more in the tank, but nice defense there for Eloise Franz back on the pitch and running right away.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Lauren Bracken's goal
first period of extra time,
gives Dickinson the lead here.
And Swarthmore 1.
10 minutes left. We'll have one more period. If Dickinson can hold on, the game will be over. If Swarthmore can find a way back and it ends 2-2, we'll have penalties next. We'll be back for you in 3 minutes. Dickinson leading Swarthmore 2-1 with 10 to go. We are back here. 10 minutes to go. Dickinson, of course, trying to cling on to this 1-goal lead. Swarthmore trying to find a way to get this game to penalties. We'll see if they can find a more attacking mindset in this second half. Dickinson, same team that they used in the first half. And once again, I don't really understand that Swarthmore have done that a couple times, but it.
Yeah, I mean, I could get it if they, it was like trying to get them, stuck back in their own side of the half. But I mean, Kavulich hasn't, really been phased by that at all. All our punts have gone, over the halfway line. I mean, I haven't really seen any problem with that for Dickinson at least this half.
Mazalakis fights for it. Abby Chang now plays it wide. Meach can keep it in. Lauren Bracken once again makes a tackle. Oh, and that seemed like a handball. And it is. Seems like it was a situation of protecting the face. It's just kind of a human instinct there.
Yeah, just got to do what you got to do. Just instinct there.
Charlotte Glancy now. The tying goal scorer to take. And it's a good ball. Meg Tate able to keep it in. Vasilakis now with it. Double teams put on. Abby Chang able to win the ball. Vasilakis though fights back and wins the ball. Vasilakis battling for it, but Swarthmore can now finally take. Nice dribbling here from Mounts. Trying to play a ball in, but Glancy first one to it. Meach now working against Tate. Tate wins the ball. Meach seems to be fatigued here. Tate just trying to use her pace here. The arms seem to be extended and she'll get the foul. Or not. Seems like he pointed to the left, but now, oh yeah, it does seem like it'll be a Dickinson throw.
Yeah, I'm definitely not sure, but. As you hear a Meg Tate chant coming from what appears to be the men's soccer team on the side over there.
Yeah, you gotta respect the work that she puts in. You see everyone else kind of huffing and puffing, and she is too, but she really just, still playing her, 110 minutes of soccer already, and yet she's still doing it. Eight to go here, and she is still down. And Vasilakis seems ready to take this free kick. I don't think that she's going to be taking it anytime relatively soon. As I'm not sure what the injury is. Maybe she got a little contact in the head, where she seems maybe a little.
You hear Swarthmore coach Todd and Kaitis over here kind of complaining, looking for some almost like a bit of a dirty play there by Tate, trying to say, she's been doing it all night. I think it's just been even from both sides, just a lot of physicality, just a lot of with a normal neutrality and a lot of neutral physicality that we've seen. I don't think anything's been too egregious.
Also, I think the time that there was a running with a goalie, I think that was Maddie St. Amand. I don't think it was Meg Tate. So, trying to paint a picture of Meg Tate as a dirty player. Not sure about that one works. You see Dickinson here only committing 3 women forward. As the clock will start when the free kick is played. 8 minutes to go here in the second period. An extended delay here, but it seems like Vasilakis will take soon. And the whistle is blown and we are back. Vasilakis takes it in. It's a good ball. And it'll be a Dickinson, foul on Dickinson. Foul was called on Charlotte Clancy, I believe. Swarthmore now. See if they can kind of provide that all-out attack here. And once again, you see that ball is just under hit, and Vasilakis can easily take. Meg Tate now able to keep the ball, and she's just trying to go right into the corner. You see Meach here clearly a little fatigued, and it's a great ball, and Meg Tate can keep it in, and she has no problem receiving the ball there. And the ball is kicked out, and Dickinson able to take some more time off the clock now with 7 minutes and change to go.
Yeah, obviously a lot of time left, but you're, giving a lot of time for the Red Devils, kind of milk the clock and, kind of just keep wasting time, tick-tock, tick-tock. And Swarthmore, they can't get the ball in their own half. They're not going to get anything going, with the last, 6 minutes, and just not some good looks.
Yeah, I think that second half for Swarthmore, where they really were forced deep in, they had to do a lot of defending. I think especially those defenders it took a lot out of them. They had to do a lot of running. It hurt their energy level. And I think they're really feeling the effects now. Another throw for Dickinson as the clock is really just kind of ticking down here with 6:30 to go. Throw in. Vasilakis fighting for it in the corner here. Swarthmore able to clear it out, but only as far as Mantion, who will let it go out there for another Dickinson throw. Maybe I think she maybe keeping it in there and kind of playing it back would have also worked there, but she decides to
stay more organized and trying to get some fluid movement going on, and rather than just keep the ticky-tack and just throw one after throw and going there.
Mantion there this time does decide to play it back. Glancy with a bit of a bad touch, and this is what Dickinson want to avoid here. It's a good ball down the wing. Cook. Oh, but there Glancy there able to defend and keep it in now. Meg Tate. Nice work from Meach there. And we'll see a sub. Meach comes on the pitch. Nice quick sub there as right place to come out. Deep throw in played now. Back to her. Played up. Kiefer wins the header, and Lila Brown clears it out. Meg Tate trying to get to that ball, causing some problems here. Glancy wins the first header. Nice turn there from Mounts. Trying to play it forward, but once again, Glancy the first one to it. 5 to go here. Swarthmore. Nice turn. Can you get a shot here? She will go for goal. Not a terrible effort, but Kavulich stood well there. She knew that it was going to be over the whole time, and made the smart decision there not to get a hand on it, not allow the corner kick.
Yeah, it'll be interesting here to see if Dickinson's able to, in a sense, settle down, but also keep the ball moving, but especially out of their half and trying to just get it up. Maybe not into a corner yet. It's still about 4:30 left to go. It's kind of too early to just waste clock on a corner, but I think that they just got to really get the ball in their own half here and try and just keep moving it up the pitch.
Handball called. 4:20 to go here. Dickinson being pushed back here. This is better from Swarthmore. Clock will keep going now. See a lot of numbers up for Swarthmore, and of course for Dickinson. Basically everyone back. Ball played in, a bit under hit. Lila Brown should be able to deal with that one. Wins the first header, only as far as Sedona though. Kiefer with a semi-clearance. Played back in the middle, and that's going to be no problem for Kavulich, who can let it go out for a goal kick. And, for Swarthmore right now, there's been a lot of kind of just like forcing on the box. And I think even with 5 minutes to go and now 4 minutes, you still have time to can link up some passes. I think you got to remember that, trust your playmakers' abilities. Don't feel a need just to just boot it up. Try to actually, stay calm though, even though it's easier said than done.
Yeah, I mean the panic and urgency was obviously kicking, after the goal, but I mean they haven't gotten anything straightforward through yet.
Sedona taking a lot of space now, but then Charlotte Glancy will have a no-nonsense clearance now as the clock continues to stop. 3:15 left now. Dickinson, nice turn there as Kiefer was beat. Sedona, once again, battling against Hughes. This time she gets the ball in. Lila Brown to it, but Sedona back to it. Can she get a ball in the middle here? Flicked on. Work to do for Machado Echo. It's a good ball. Can you get a shot off here? Oh, and a good chance. it was
tough,
kind of
obviously tough in the circumstances, really trying to get a clean shot off on that. But I mean, good effort there
and
by
Dickinson.
Mounts, but not a good look there for the Red Devils with only 2 left here.
Yeah, the leading scorer had a real chance there. Kokenmeister. Of course it was bouncing around a little, but of course a chance that she'll like. Kovac plays it forward. Ball played. Kokenmeister. Clancy battling. And Ali Charnas now will just kick it out. 2:30 to go here. Swarthmore. Oh, and it's a misplaced touch there. And Dickinson will take advantage of that. Meg Tate plays it forward. Meg Tate really has covered a lot of space here. Nice work there. As Kiefer will just take it out. 2 minutes to go here. Lauren Bracken still the difference here. Of course, coming off her Player of the Week performance with a goal. Ball played up. Nice job there by Machado Echo, who wins a free kick now. And we'll see if Kelly will come up the pitch. She's staying back here with 1:30 to go. Seems like Keller, she's kind of waiting for a sign from the coach. Seems a got to take her up here. Only 1:30. This could be I think this will be the best chance let. Ball played in. Has some decent height on it. First one, Dickinson win the first ball. Charnas able to clear it. 1:20 to go. Glancy wins the header. Dickinson have to hold on for another minute. And it's a good ball to Meg Tate. Can she get there? She can get there, and this could. Charnas keeps him tight. 50 seconds left. Bracken. Glancy hits it forward, and that's going to go into the corner.
Just a recipe for that Swarthmore does not want to happen here. You're getting the ball stuck in their half. Just writings on the wall here.
25 seconds. Time's really running low for Swarthmore. Can they get one more chance? Dickinson clinging to this 1-goal lead. Lila Brown wins that ball. Emma Cooney does well there, and Maddie St. Amand does very well.
10,
and Charnas heads, and that should do it here.
7, 6,
Clock is running out. Meg Tate gets to the ball, and Dickinson will be advancing to the Centennial Conference Championship. Dickinson, look what it means as they all run over to. They go to Kovalich, they go to Bracken. As a great game here. Credit to Swarthmore. They're coming into a hostile environment here. And they played a very good game. Of course, Alice Onyango Apio with an amazing free kick. Not really able to get much offense after that, though.
Yeah, Dickinson, the second half really responding well. They ended the first half on a high note, but they really responded well in the second half to try and get some more offensive looks. And obviously, Bracken and then Glancy, they really answered the bell in the final overtime and in the second half.
This was a very hard-fought game by the Red Devils and by Swarthmore. Dickinson will have a tough task against Johns Hopkins on Sunday at 1 o'clock. Maybe you'll be in attendance. Thanks for listening if you did. What a match. Have a good night.